What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Shabazz.
It's your boy Natty Bass, man.
We the
You got
Baptiste,
this,
bro.
bro.
What's
You
up?
guys had no faith in me, son.
I had no faith. I'm like,
You guys had no faith in
not
me. You don't
professionally
know you don't
out
know
of
my
nowhere.
routine.
What was your routine? I don't know.
You know my routine, man. I go to trivia with the gang on Wednesdays. I leave at like 8:15. I get back to the crib at 8:25. Use the bathroom, pour me a little drinky drink.
Oh,
You know, like, yo, what's good? Oh,
hey, it was 8:30. I started to join. I'm like, yeah. But we here week 16, man. We got holiday football. We got college football playoffs starting Friday. We lit, man. We lit, man. We got a lot of football to watch. Hopefully, I can watch some of it. Especially Saturday, Friday for sure. Definitely. Hopefully Friday. Goddamn, I got like a mixer to go to. I'm gonna see if they put the Notre Dame game on the TV because I'm trying to watch that. But fuck all that. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Oh, hold on. A premium account for X is required. Oh my god. I can't stream the X because I don't have a premium. I'm not paying for that. So you're bugging. So it's just YouTube and Twitch for now. But Thursday night, Broncos, Chargers. Chargers at home favorite by 2.5. I got the Broncos. I'll keep it short and simple. I like good defenses can destroy or not destroy, can disrupt the Chargers rhythm. And J.K. Dobbins not being there leaves out like puts a lot of pressure on Justin Herbert. And we mentioned it yesterday, like the Broncos have two defensive player of the year candidates in Nick Pitino and Pat Surtain, who I think is the best corner in the game. So we put him on Lad McConkey, or even like it's gonna be a tall task. And offensively, it's gonna be a low scoring game. Absolutely. Both Chargers defense and Broncos defense are pretty good. I think Bo Nix and Sean Payton can exploit some of the weaknesses, i.e., corner with Cortland Sutton in some of those matchups. I will say, Bo Nix, he had a rookie moment last week. Let's not. He had a Jameis moment. He had 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Like, whoa! If it wasn't for Jonathan Taylor fumbling at the one, it would have been a rout. But the Chargers' run game isn't as good as the Colts' run game. So I think Justin Herbert, although he's extremely talented, I do think he's flawed in this system, Greg Roman's system, without because Lad McConkey, he's good, but he's a slot receiver. He's not a wide receiver. Like he's a slot guy. So Quentin Johnson has Butterfingers, like he's the second coming to Nelson Aguilar. So it's kind of hard to imagine. Now, I do think Jim Harbaugh and Sean Payton coaching wise is right even. Right even. That's your GOAT because he got you a chip with New Orleans, but it's gonna be a low scoring game, but at the end I think the Broncos win it out.
See, you had everything said, but you got the wrong result. I got the Chargers, man.
No,
Firstly, again, not to toot my own horn, again, like 10 weeks in a row calling Thursday Night Football.
so I'm nervous.
Outright winners. I'm like 10 weeks in a row. I wish I had like made a collage of like all the picks and like the thing like bing bing bing. I don't have power. I don't have Premiere Pro on my laptop, so I can't do it. Point is, I'm on a hot streak. Straight up winners. Picked the Rams last week. The Lions 2 weeks ago. All the Thanksgiving games I called right. I'm gonna go with the Chargers. It's gonna be a low scoring game because the AFC West, like divisional opponents, you throw records out the way, especially both teams trying to make the playoff. I believe it's a situation if they win, they're in. I believe that's the situation. I can double check that later on. But when it comes to you said coaches, let's put them as a wash. I'm not ever gonna say that Bo Nix, especially as a rookie, is Justin Herbert level.
No.
Now, yes, Justin Herbert has to go against the Broncos defense. And yes, let's say it's a strength against strength. But that Chargers defensive front ain't no slouch either. Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, Derwin James is still lurking in the backfield of the secondary as well. So again, When a push comes to shove in a close game, give me the better quarterback. I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I think the Chargers actually outright win. Don't care about the spread. Just give me the victory. Then we got Saturday game number one. The Texans travel to Kansas City. This line started off at Texans like -3 because the whole report that Mahomes might play, might not play week to week. He's playing. They like it's come out. There's like he's coming out slinging and playing on Saturday until proven otherwise. A Saturday game, a standalone game. Give me Kansas City to win. I don't trust the Texans. The Texans, hell, they might be locked into the 4 seed right now. I know they're the 3. No, no, they're not. They're the 4 seed. They're probably gonna be locked into the 4. I think at some point they start resting players, especially CJ Stroud, offensive line, because he's been getting hit a lot. And like I said yesterday, Chris Jones is way more than enough to beat this Texans team by himself. What I will say, we have to provide objective criticism for both teams. Mahomes is going to get hit a lot. Texans second in the league in sacks. We talked about it yesterday. Daniil Hunter, free agent acquisition, fantastic for them. Will Anderson Jr., his second year, instead of having a sophomore slump like CJ Stroud's having, he's having a second year. Like, oh shit, yeah, I'm here, I'm him now. So all that to say, when it comes down to it, though, Mahomes, it's Mahomes. I think Mahomes is gonna make it happen, make a couple clutch plays, and I think the Chiefs outright win. And they try to clutch up that 1 seed as soon as possible. So I think the Chiefs win.
I agree. I think it's a strength on a strength. I think people might think I don't know what the over under is. I could check it real quick. I put money on my FanDuel account because someone sent me $27 from we turned 27. So I was like, let me put that on my FanDuel account. Fuck it. So what is the spread? The spread is Chiefs 3.5 with the over under 42. Chiefs do not score a lot of points. I think honestly because of Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson and the fact that it might take a while before the Chiefs like put up points, touchdowns. They might kick some field goals, but it's not going to be like touchdown, 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 touchdown. No. And on the Chiefs and Chris Jones, like you mentioned, he might wreck the game by himself because like the Chiefs and the Texans are opposite where like guard center guard for the Chiefs is elite, but the tackles is weak. That's where Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson come from. Houston, their tackles are decent. Well, you got Larry Tunsil, but the right tackle's solid, but the guard center guard is weak. And Chris Jones is the best interior defensive lineman in the game. So there you go. I got the Chiefs. I just until I see it, man. I think I agree with you. They want to if they win and let's say Buffalo loses, which I would hope. That's my agenda. They lock up the 1 seed and GG's, and you rest. You not even play him on Wednesday and Christmas, but we'll see. Game
So
number
I just looked. The Broncos clinch a playoff spot with the win.
2.
The Chargers don't, but they basically are like a 97% chance to make the playoffs if they win. So it's essentially win in for both of the Broncos and Chargers tomorrow night. Sorry. Yeah, I had to look it up. I had to do the research. I had to do my research.
So
Hey, I'm going with the Ravens. I'm just going to keep it safe. Ravens winning. I don't trust the Steelers offense. I didn't trust them the first time you guys met. And the only reason why they won, they scored 18 points. You guys scored, 16? Because, again, missed kicks by Justin Tucker. That is poor, like that pick that wasn't an interception, but they gave it to Lamar anyway. It's like, what the hell? Control the ball, play your game. You guys would have beat Pittsburgh the first time. Take care of business. I got the Ravens to win. I don't trust Steelers offense. Boom. That's me.
all right. So I don't trust the Steelers offense, especially without Pickens. He might play. I wouldn't be surprised if he miraculously heals up a hamstring to play the Ravens. That's the type of shit that AFC North that energy that it brings out of you. That black Air Force energy. Here's the deal, right? the stats of the Steelers have won 7 of the last 8. You gotta really break like when you say a statement like that, like oh yeah, 7 of 8. Really look at who was the quarterback for those games. Lamar's only played Steelers a handful of times. He's 1-4 against Pittsburgh. That is true. That is fair. But those other times, he hasn't played them. He only played them once at home. Why? Because he's locked up the 1 seed a couple other times, and then he need to play him. Last year, for example, we locked up the 1 seed early after we had beaten Miami, and Lamar rested, and then they played, and Tyler Huntley played, and they lost a close game. So that stat is like it's true. The Ravens as a team has lost to the Steelers 7 of the last 8 times. That is 100% fact. But when you break it down and you look and contextualize it, it's like, oh, yeah, they lost, but Tyler Huntley was a starter. Josh Johnson was a starter. Every game is within 3 points. So this spread 6.5. No, no. You if you're a betting person, you would say Steelers plus 6.5 because every single time it's gonna be close. But come on now, I got the Ravens black Lamar Jackson jersey because I got to talk to the offense, defense. Since the Pittsburgh game in Week 11 to now, we've been top 5. Now, who you played? Steelers, Chargers. I'm trying to remember. Eagles, Giants. So we've got some shaky offenses mixed in to that statistic. But we play with who's on your schedule, right? But since Kyle Hamilton's been not demoted, but he's been assigned back to being a safety, communication's been better. Roquan's been better. Marlon Humphrey's been better. Our Darius Washington, him being a starter alongside Kyle Hamilton, that's been amazing. Nate Wiggins he's coming into his own as a rookie. Definitely still makes mistakes. Definitely a little too grabby sometimes, but that's okay. That's okay. We still lead the league in penalties, which sometimes some penalties I'm like, what the fuck? Others I'm like, bro, any other team did this, they'll let it rock. The agenda for the Ravens is definitely there. Definitely there. Against the Giants, we had like a shit ton of penalties. I'm like, bro, I really calling this shit? Really? But regardless, I think they scored their first touchdown that they scored because like a bunch of third down penalty, third down penalty, third down penalty. So it's like, what the fuck? I'm not talking to the defense. Offensively, Lamar has a chance to still win MVP. Now, if you're asking me, would I rather him not? Yes, absolutely. Because you have two, right? He's the only one with two to not win a ring. You add another MVP on that, and let's say January doesn't go the way we wanted to. That just puts the level of dick riding that Stephen A, FS1, all these people do on Lamar to a whole nother level because he'll be 3-time MVP on some Peyton Manning shit with no Super Bowl appearance, one AFC Championship game, on some Aaron Rodgers type of time when he has 4 of them things. It's very hard to like fight off the Lamar haters because he can't get it done in the playoffs. However, these 2 games right here in the span of 4 days apart, very important. One for playoff hopes. If we lose this game, Steelers win the division. I don't want that. We still have a chance because they play the Chiefs on Christmas. We play the Texans. It could be an early It could definitely be an early playoff preview because we'll be the 5, they'll be the 4 more than likely, and then we see them again. I think we got this. Derrick Henry has relatively been quiet these last like month. He's honestly been quiet. Few splash runs here and there, which I'm not mad at it though. If we're not just trying to X him out the game plan. if we're saving him for moments like these where it's cold, Lamar might not have it that day. King, hey, because they can't stop. They gotta pick one. Once they lock in, the same thing against Philly. Saquon didn't go off, but Jalen Hurts did. If they say, "Oh, Lamar Jackson not gonna beat us," Derrick Henry line up that box. Derrick Henry go off. Stiff arm Patrick Queen for me. How about that? Zay Flowers. He's like 80 something yards from 1,000. He'll be the first Ravens wide receiver with 1,000 yards in years since Hollywood. That's crazy. So he
That is
has like,
crazy.
that's crazy, right? Bateman, I think he needs three more touchdowns to get to double digits. That's amazing. So it's like offensively, we have the weaponry there. Nelson Aguilar, he got concussed because he had like a great catch on the occasional hands. He got a great catch and then he like knocked his head out and it was over. So Tess Walker leans in there, get you more reps, become the number three because he's a big body, tall, lengthy, fast guy. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised. But I've been rambling on for too long. The point is, Ravens flock. We're hosting. We're wearing all purple. I'm excited. Let's get it done and leave no doubt who the true kings of the North are.
Ooh, no doubt.
People might say that 6.5 is a lot, but if that offense of like you just mentioned earlier before I started rambling on, that if they don't got George Pickens, they have no offense. And him coming off a hamstring is easy to re-injure the same thing, especially soft tissue. So they can't run the ball. We know that. But let's go. Ravens flock, hold it down at home, and let's go. Let's go. All right. Talked about Saturday. Now we on Sunday slate. Bengals, Browns. Joe Burrow playing MVP level, but their defense is selling them constantly. DCR is starting. If Jameis was starting, I would definitely lean the Browns. I would definitely lean the Browns. But DTR starting. So I'm going with the Bengals to win because like he's not gonna light them up over the top
Mm.
like James would. So I'm going with Cincinnati reluctantly, and they still have a chance to make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, again, if it was Jameis, I'd go with Browns plus 7.5. But it's DTR. Don't trust him. Can't win with him. Can't coach. No shade to DTR. He was fantastic at UCLA, but man, it was damn. But I will say again, we try to be objective here. The Browns defense can keep it close. So, in terms of if I'm making a money line parlay, or whatever, I probably just do Bengals to win. Them to cover definitely scares me, but I think the Bengals do take care of business, keep their fate playoff hopes alive. Cardinals still in the playoff hunt in the NFC, need a lot of help, but they're still in. Panthers officially were eliminated last week. Um, I don't know. I'm I, I can't trust Carolina, so I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. But this would be a sneaky upset alert pick if you follow FS1. Man, the Cardinals they just something's happening with Marvin Harrison Jr. The defenses are keying in on him, and he's not getting the ball as much. I don't know what's going on. Trey McBride, we joked about it recently, but he has like the most, like 89 catches,
He broke
and
the record, yeah.
has no touchdowns. Like what the hell? James Conner, dog, love James Conner, and Conner Murray just first half was awesome of the season, 6-2 or 6-3, winning the NFC West, and then all of a sudden just ass. So who knows? I'm going with the Cardinals reluctantly because like they're fighting for something. They're fighting for their playoff hopes. But I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Matter of fact, hold on. Did I make a parlay already? Because I think I might have already picked. I might have already said the Cardinals in a parlay, but I might change it. I might change it live, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. Let me see. Let me go into my handy dandy FanDuel account.
So we do it live. We
We
do
do
it.
this live, ladies and gentlemen. We always do this live, ladies and gentlemen. Always. Uh, who did I pick? Okay, I didn't pick a side. I picked the over. The over 46 and a half. Boom. That's my bet. Where? Score offense. Score more. Do it again. So this game and then the next game we're gonna talk about because I know we promised that hey, at home we'd pick the Philadelphia Eagles, and then when they're at Washington, pick the Commanders. My parlay says the over, but we'll talk about that game when we talk about it.
I'm going with the Cardinals. I think they're fighting for something, and I think defense running game travels. And Bryce Young was hot. He was definitely hot for like 5 or 6 weeks, but now he's like lukewarm, and that's not a good warm. That's not a good feeling. So, they honestly he showed flashes. Okay, keep him for another year, see what's up. Because honestly, the quarterback class is kind of weak. So you keep him for another year. You draft a receiver, Shapiro Leggett, and you'll see what you do. You maybe try to trade J.C. Horn too because he can definitely go for like a second round pick. Um, Baltimore, we're taking over free hands again. But no, give me the Cardinals. I think James Conner has a field day against that poorish run defense, and they got not Philly after they've already played Philly. We'll see, but would I be surprised if an upset? No, I would definitely not be upset. Would I not be surprised if an upset? Now, Eagles, Commanders. We said Philly because they was at home. We were like, oh, they could split. But seeing how the Saints put pressure on Jaden the entire game, even when he was running, because he was like every highlight I was seeing on Red Zone, he was running for first downs or whatever. But I don't know. I think the run defense that being so poor and Saquon still having a chance to break the record, I think definitely is an emphasis on the Saquon game. And they try to like not experiment, but like they try to find a way to be balanced. Like they try to make those deep shots, make those plays to AJ and Devontae, but also keying in on the run game. I think that's too much for Washington to handle. Definitely the over, I could definitely see hitting because of just even if like the Commanders are down, they're gonna try to like go, even trying to come back, like just like last time. They were down by a lot, but they kept on trying to score. So definitely the over would definitely hit there. I think the Commanders, if they win, they're in the playoffs. I think
Yeah. Actually, let me confirm that. Uh, no, they're not in yet, but
they're
high chance.
higher chance of winning a game.
If they win, their playoff goes up to 91%. They lose 69. Nice. They're currently at 78.
Nice. Yeah, you guys said 79. I'm like going for the frat. But I think Philly wins this. Spread don't care for it, but I think Eagles definitely win this week and keep it pushing. Try to get the 1 seed as well because Lions might lose again, Vikings might lose. So we'll see. They're trying to push for that 1 seed. So
Yeah, for sure. Again, I said this like this is the only this game and the last game are the only games I did not include. No, I didn't give a spread. There's one game I didn't include at all, and that's the Jags Raiders. I didn't include that game at all. I think that this game goes over. I think both offenses figure it out. Might start off slow. I think the Thursday night matchup started slow because they just like Thursday night football is hit or miss offensively. They have more time to prepare each other. They're both fighting for like playoff positioning, and I think that what was the straw that broke the camel's back in the first game was Saquon.
mhm.
The Commanders haven't done anything since that game to show that they can stop a quality running back like that. Hell, Kendra Miller, Alvin Kamara was running effectively against them last week. So is that rose-colored glasses with me watching it? Maybe, but I think the Eagles do win. Well, again, my bet is the over. I got point scored in a hurry. Woo, man. If I wasn't a Saints fan and I didn't have my agenda, I would hammer Falcons 7.5. But because I have an agenda and because I'm a Saints fan, I'm going with the Giants. But I also hate this for myself because I've been talking to Shabazz. I've talked to a lot of people. I love Michael Penix. I've loved him in college. I said I wanted the Saints to draft him. I'm high on Michael Penix. I think he's gonna have a fantastic future, which sucks because he's in my division. Again, I want him to be prosperous. I want him to have a fantastic season, except when he plays the Saints. Fuck that. All in all, objectively, the Falcons should win this game. They should get back on track. Bijan should crack more yards. It can happen. They should get that. This should be like that feel out. All right, we starting you. We're trying to figure things out. The Giants secondary is Basuda. It's trash. And you have weapons in Atlanta that can exploit that trash secondary. But there is a scenario, there is a path for the Giants to win, and it's their pass rush. Again, Dexter Lawrence not playing, but Kayvon Thibodeau, you don't think he's okay. I think he's fine. But Brian Burns, hey, I think he got contract incentives. He just got a contract. Hey, sack sack milestones. He might be trying to reach them. Who knows? Who knows? I think objectively the Falcons should win. If I had a money line parlay, I would put Atlanta in it. They should win. Fuck all that. The agenda over everything. So yeah, I'm going. My bet is Giants plus 7.5 for the agenda, but I genuinely believe Atlanta should win.
I don't have an agenda. Let's go Atlanta. I think Michael Penix, like I think the game plan would be simplified. Um because he just got the nod yesterday. So kind of like not a short week to prepare, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, walk through Saturday. So it's kind of hard to like really like gel and everything. But I would not be surprised, honestly, if he out here from the get go bombs to Drake London and be done all like. But I think the game plan will be simplified for sure. I think the game plan will be running the ball with Bijan and Algier. And actually, Kyle Pitts owners would not be surprised if he has a good game because every rookie quarterback first start, who they go to? The tight end. Like he will be there. So I might actually pick him up in fantasy. Shit, why not? I picked up Penix. I definitely picked up Penix. I got Penix. So I do think he actually 200 yards, maybe a touchdown, maybe an interception because he's a rookie, his first start. But I wouldn't be surprised if he goes 200, like 2 touchdowns. Hey, that's not bad at all. So we'll see. Titans coach. Uh, Titans starting Mason Rudolph. Colts starting Anthony Richardson. I think the Colts are the better team, but that defense of the Titans is so good. Last week was standing. Like they're very good and dominant. I wouldn't be surprised if I think Pollard's still trying to hit a K. So they run the ball and they just make it happen. I might go with the Titans.
This uniform combo for Notre Dame.
It's so tough. So tough.
Bro, Notre Dame by a fucking million, bro. Like, what are we talking about? I know. We're talking about the Colts. I know what, but ladies and gentlemen, I went to Notre Dame. I'm Notre Dame. Go Irish. Go all that shit like that, bro. We wearing the classic Notre Dame blue with the freaking gold in the name, bro. Oh my God, son, that's fucking sick, bro. It's so fucking sick. Like, I'm sorry. Go on. I'm sorry.
Are you sorry?
I'm not actually. I'm not.
All right then. I'm going with the Titans to upset the Colts. I think the defense would carry, and Anthony Richardson, he's not good right now. Like, I got hope. I'm optimistic because he's a brother, but yeah, if he can't be completing 50% of his passes, man. Gotta improve.
Man, I'm going. It's Mason Rudolph, bro. He might. To be honest, Mason Rudolph might provide more of a bump than Will Levis. I've been always fading the Titans because it's Will Levis. It's Will Levis. To be fair, the last game that they won was with Mason Rudolph starting against the Dolphins Monday Night Football with a doubleheader. So I don't know. Can I see the Titans winning? Of course. I just think that Colts lose, it's over. I think that they know it, Titans know it, everyone knows it. They're gonna try to put on for their fans. It's at Indy, so for the full sake of supporting the city that I live in, we'll go with the Colts for just pure. I gotta support my team. I gotta support the city I live in. Now it seems that I've been supporting all the season. Good, bad, Caleb, the vindicated Shabazz. This is a bad spot for Chicago.
Mm.
This is a bad spot for Chicago, and I want to make sure I don't get this wrong. So let me go real quick the Lions schedule because the last game that they lost was all the way week 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's what happened. So they lost. They won a competitive overtime game against the Rams. They lost week 2, and they went to Arizona and won by 7. After that, they dropped 42, 47, 31, 52, 24, 26, 52, 24, 23, 34, 42. So ever since they lost and scored a season low 16 points, they've scored at least 20 points the entire rest of the season, and most of the time has been above 25 most of the season. Chicago, I don't believe has scored more than 20 points 4 times this season. Let me double check that. Their schedule. Even in their wins, I don't think they have more than scored 20. I would give a conservative 22 points. Let's just say 22 points. They scored 24 week 1. Great. Then 24. Then the 36 against the Panthers. 35 against the Jags. Oh, shit, they're good. And then their losing streak. During this 8-game losing streak, they have scored 15, 9, 3, 19, 27 against the Vikings in overtime, 20, 13, 12. Even if the Lions score their lowest of their win total, lowest of their scoring total, they will still beat Chicago. Do I think the Bears plus 6.5 might be profitable? Maybe. I don't think so. I think the Lions they know they gotta score points, and they can't beat a team. And this is like ultra motivation. You can't beat a team that Caleb Williams ends his losing streak against. You already have a suspect defense. You already have questions about the Detroit Lions defense. You can't be the team that gives Caleb Williams the confidence that he needs to showcase to end the season strong. Like you cannot be that team, because if that happens and you're in a barn burner against the Bears and it's like 40-35 and you end up winning, you have a lot more questions than answers. Losing to Buffalo in a high shootout game is no shame. There's no shame in losing that. You lose those. You win some, you lose them. How you lost it, again, nitpicky. We agreed not to go for it. Why you offside kick it with 10 minutes to go, whatever. But you lost by 6 points on a high shootout game against Buffalo. No shame in that. You win a high shootout game against Chicago, red flags, blaring red flags. Right now, it's lukewarm. But right now, you cannot be the team that Caleb Williams goes off against. You cannot be that team. And the last time you guys played, you almost lost. If it wasn't for the coaching error, the timeout thing, who knows? Point is, I got the Lions, bounce back, they make it happen. Don't make it happen.
You said everything. I got the Lions. I just think I'm not even gonna be mean. Nope, I'm not gonna say it. Nope.
Say it.
Caleb is ass, bro.
Shit.
He holds the ball for too long. He thinks he's in college. He's just not good right now. right now. Could he be great? Maybe. In the NFC, it's not a lot of competition. So he's great. He's blessed to be in the weaker conference in terms of quarterback play. They're better team play in the NFC, I'd say. But in terms of quarterback, no. I think the best quarterback in the NFC, Matt Stafford or Jared Goff. So or Jordan Love, one of those three. But they're not Mahomes, they're not Lamar, they're not Burrow, they're not Allen, they're not Stroud. So it's like they're not Herbert. So it's like it's levels to it. Caleb can be great one day. He's not great today. Give me the Lions. Rams, Jets, boy, man, listen. Rams, you're humming right now. You're humming. You had a stinker offensively against the Niners, but we'll attribute that to division matchup, short week. You know, this week though, you're against the Jets who just allowed 20, I think 25 against Jacksonville. If Cooper Cup or Puka don't go for a buck and Kyron Williams controls the clock, like, dude, y'all should definitely win this game and continue that lead to hosting, being the 3 seed, hosting a playoff game, and hosting maybe Green Bay. And I don't know, I might like your chances against Green Bay. We'll see. We will see. But I got the Rams winning. I'm surprised it's only by 3. I'm surprised. I'm honestly surprised. But maybe
Just like
that's
that offensive explosion that happened last week
it's
for the
inflated.
Jets.
It's inflated, right? The false hope of the Jets fans, like he got y'all by the balls. He's ready to just like
This one.
pull the rug right from under your eyes, and like, haha, it's me, Austin. It's been me all along. No, no, absolutely not. So give me the Rams. -3. I might actually take that bet, but straight up to win, not even a problem.
Look, amen, say man. Look, it's well documented my hatred for the Jets.
Yes.
It's well documented. I'm not gonna go into it. Woosah. My semester's almost over. Again, I got 2 days left. Woosah. I'm about to be on break. I'm about to go see the family. We peaceful. We chilling. I got the Rams to win. It's Sean McVay. It's the better coach. It's the better quarterback. It's the better team off of rest. 10 days rest. After playing a divisional rival, you play an inferior opponent, and the Rams, they're trying to keep that playoff hopes alive. They're trying to keep that division title off the hands of Seattle. We're gonna talk about them next. They don't want any slip ups. I got the Rams to win. Mm. Simple as that. Simple as that. 4 p.m. slate. Vikings-Seahawks. Seahawks. Geno Smith hurt his knee in the third quarter of the Packers game. Seahawks at home. Their defense got kind of exposed. Not even kind of. They definitely got exposed. They had won like 4 straight. It's like, oh, okay, Seattle might be a dangerous team. Then they got punched in the mouth by a great running game and a great running back in Josh Jacobs, and then never looked back. Minnesota all the way. I think Minnesota goes into Seattle off of just like I think they might not have to. They don't have the running game that the Packers do, but that doesn't mean they don't have the firepower that the Packers do. And if this would be a cruel sense of irony that people starting to finally believe in Sam Darnold and he turns into a fucking pumpkin, it'll be a sad reality, and it's not off of the realm of possibility either. It definitely is so possible. But I'm a trust in Sam Darnold. I'm a trust in that suspect secondary of Seattle to get exposed by your favorite receiver, Justin Jefferson. So I think Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ, everybody nuke their overs. I think this game goes over too.
I'm going with Minnesota, man. I don't even know if Gino does, especially if Gino doesn't play, because although my flag for JSN, if you don't got a quarterback to throw in the rock, it's GG. And Vikings, opportunistic defense who love to blitz. So whoever's there, if Gino's hopping on one leg, he's not gonna be as mobile as you would want him to be. And then who is not? Was it? It's not Desmond Ritter, right? No, that's he's in. Who's the backup?
For Seattle.
Whoever the backup, because he played at Sam Howell. Yes, Sam Howell. Oh Lord, Sam Howell starting.
Oh lordy,
Yeah,
against Brian Flores.
yeah. That's Minnesota by a million. All right, Patriots Bills. Now. See the waves. Now. Yeah, the popular pick will be Buffalo. On my sheet, I have Buffalo winning. Some might say lock of the week. But feel me, my agenda is twofold. Upset alert. Give me the Patriots. So at least cover the spread. Good defenses against Buffalo have struggled. Like not have struggled, like the same time back to back weeks he's dropped 40 points and like a couple touchdowns. He's definitely had against the Colts 2 interceptions with no touchdowns. And James Cook had to carry. He's had a 9 for 30. He got obliterated by Baltimore. So it's like it's a definitely, and then their defense these last couple weeks dropped like allowed like 86 points. So Drake May, who's like fuck it, someone down there somewhere, can definitely take advantage of the poor defense of the Buffalo Bills. Defensively, I like. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be very difficult to contain Josh Allen. But the upset alert is twofold. One, if Josh Allen loses to the Patriots or struggles against the Patriots, that leaves room for Lamar MVP. Then, second fold, if he struggles and loses to the Patriots and Ravens end up winning, will be one game back. So it means you play the Jets next week. Wait, I'll be rooting for the Jets to win because then that still leaves room for the Ravens to be the 2 seed. So unfortunately, Buffalo, I like you. But my favorite coworker, Tom. Shout out to Tom. Huge Bills fan. He's from Buffalo. Big Bills fan. In any other scenario, I'd be like, go Bills. Even if you guys happen to beat us in the playoffs, I would still root for y'all. Because they're the only team in New York who's actually winning something. But not this week. No. Not these. I need y'all to lose 3 out of 3. Because if y'all lose, you lose to the Patriots, bro. That's worse than losing to the Browns. Browns is in our division. Raiders caught it slipping, absolutely. But you'll have a bad loss, just like we have a bad loss. So let's go Patriots upset, but in reality, probably the Bills win.
Yeah, man. I got the over, man.
Over.
I got the over. I think Josh Allen puts it on him. I think Josh Allen puts it on him. And I think the Buffalo wants to win. They want him to win the MVP.
Oh, they pushing their agenda type shit?
Yeah, man. And also, Drake May might make some plays, but Buffalo should win. I'm not betting the side. I got the over. Simple as that.
Type shit.
Niners, Dolphins, both teams that are fraudulent. Fraudulent. I've said the Niners are missing the playoffs. Hold on. Let me find the clip.
Vindication.
Said that the Niners would be asked this season. Boom. Check. I said the Dolphins would win the division. Not my brightest moment. I said they would win. I thought the Buffalo Bills would miss the playoffs. Not my brightest moment. But we focus on our dubs, ladies and gentlemen. So the Niners would be ass. They got hurt to shit. Now, so far, when it's a toss-up game like this, and this is a 1.5-point spread, you're like, okay, who's the better coach? Who's the better quarterback? Both are coming off of bad performances.
Indeed.
But Tua's was probably the worst of the two.
Indeed.
The Four total turnovers, 3 picks, a fumble, and a chance in the playoff. Basically, a playoff matchup that you had to win to keep your playoffs alive. Because it's in Miami, I'm gonna go with Miami. But this is another game, and I bet the over.
Really?
This is another game, and I bet the over.
I'm going with the Niners, man. As I fill in my contact case solution. Um, I just think they're like, granted, they're probably done. Like they're not mathematically eliminated, but in all intents and purposes, they're cut. Right? I need a little more. I don't trust Tua. He sold my hopes and dreams last week. He threw 3 picks and 4 total turnovers, bro. Don't you think Nick Bosa is going to try to get him because he's black? Don't you think Fred Warner, off the broken ankle, still going to play hard? Absolutely. Do I think Debo drops a pass or two? I do. I do. Do I think Jawan Jennings has a bounce back game? I do. I do. So give me the Niners. I think I trust better coach, Kyle Shanahan. Better quarterback. Both are cheeks, but I prefer Purdy because of the running aspect. So give me the Niners, man. Give me the Niners. And then the better defense. Both defense are cheeks, but give me like because the Rams, Kyron, he's a grinder. He could bell cow it. A-Chan not really a grinder. Most is not a grinder. They're just you give them halfback stretches and they can run off the edge, but they can't like milk clock and chew clock. They want to run to set up the play action. 49ers could run and like actually like fit out physical everybody. So give me the Niners. Jags Raiders. I do not give a fuck about this game. I honestly don't. I love Brock Bowers. I love Brian Thomas. If there was a parlay I might do would be Brian Thomas and Brock Bowers to both score touchdowns. But I'll go with Jacksonville. If I had to pick a side, I'd go Jacksonville. Only because they can score. Raiders can't score. Desmond Shitter cannot score touchdowns. So, but as you talk, I have to take off my contacts because my eyes are hurting. So, but give me the Jags to win.
Hey man, look, all right, this is the one game this entire slate I did not bet. I don't have a single bet. There's no thought process. This is the tank for Shador Bowl. What I was the Jags aren't gonna draft Shador Sanders, right? Nah, no, they're not. But this is a bad matchup. This is just a terrible game. This is that fourth game when a 4 o'clock slate that has nothing going on. And yeah, I mean, it's just black. That's all I can say. It's just black. Sunday Night Football. We got the Bucks traveling to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Oof. The agenda needs the Cowboys to win.
Oh, yeah.
But the Cowboys have only won one game at home this season, and it was against the Giants.
Oh God.
Oh God, the Bucks. They just beat. They put it on. Belt to ass the Chargers. Again, objective. If I was being objective and I was putting my money on it, parlay, I'd put the Bucks. But because I'm not, and because I need my, I have an agenda to obtain. I'm not. I did not bet this game. I did not bet this game. I truly believe that the Bucks will win this game and end this instead. Do I hate saying that? Of course. Do I want the upset to happen? Absolutely. Will I watch this game? Probably. But hey, Cooper Rush, I will say though, Cooper Rush hasn't been as bad as backups go.
Nah, he's been solid.
As backups go, he's been relatively great actually. So, is there a way for an upset? Yeah, there is a way for an upset. Though again, am I going to predict it? Am I calling it? Am I going to bet it? No, I'm not doing the agenda parlay this week because it starts off with the Saints winning, and we're down. We're 14-point underdogs. So I'm okay with that. Of course, I'm gonna bet the Saints to win just straight up, but we'll see. But there's no agenda parlay this week, ladies and gentlemen. But if the Falcons or if the Falcons or the Bucks win, the Saints eliminated from playoff contention. So that's fun. So it is what it is.
I'm
But if
going
we
with
all
the
finish
Bucks.
record, if we all finish 8-9, then the Saints win the division. Not 8-9. Yeah, 8-9.
And I'm going with the Bucks. I'm sorry. You're
Yeah.
done. Yeah, I think the Bucks are gonna on Sunday night. Big energy from Baker. I think he's from Texas too, so a little homecoming. I just love it. I love and Mike Evans still has a chance to crack 1,000. I'm be just watching him, just seeing what he
Yeah,
can.
we talked about it. It's like he needs like 80 yards a game essentially for the next couple of weeks.
Which he can definitely get against. And now, are they going to be conservative and just run the ball because they can't stop the run? Maybe. I expect the defense to actually get a turnover or two for Tampa, and they just win it. 3.5 is not even a lot. I definitely see like a more than a touchdown. Definitely see more than a touchdown. Saints Packers. We'll be watching this together. Hopefully the spot we go to is not closed, but we'll see. We'll be watching this shit together, so I'm excited for that. On Monday. But sorry, Packers are trying to. They win. They clinch their playoff spot. Saints, the injury bug. It's season from hell for y'all. So, everyone's talking about Detroit, but y'all and the Niners, y'all been going through it. So, especially y'all. So, ends it off with an L, and y'all be officially eliminated Monday. So, even Sunday, depending on like the Bucks results. So we'll see. We'll see. But
Hey man, say man. Look, we I know we try to provide analysis. We try to provide, every game. We have been for the most. We've been given actual great analysis for all of our games so far. Literally every game, except for the Jags Raiders. Guy, I didn't really care. This one is just pure faith, bro. Just pure faith. Just we get it done. Alvin Kamara, he's out, groin injury. We starting Spencer Rattler. Packers due for a dud. That's all I'm gonna say. Packers due for a dud.
okay, okay, okay.
That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Yeah, Saints gonna win, man.
I like
Why?
it.
Because it should more than the game. Word. But I made a parlay of the week,
Oh,
parlay of the week. This one, no agenda. Like I said, there's no Saints win, Bucks lose, all that good stuff. No, these five teams, I truly believe are gonna win and take care of business.
mm,
I did put the Bills in there because that's minus 1,400, and I'm good off that. So my parlay of the week, all money line. I just truly believe that these five teams win. Chiefs Saturday, Ravens Saturday, Bengals, Lions, Rams. So by 4 o'clock on Sunday, this parlay will either hit or not. I put $5 on it to win 22. Well, technically you win 27 back, but I used I got a free $5 bet. That's how I use it. That's my parlay. All money lines. What you think?
I love it. I'm gonna add one game, and you already know what I'm about to say. 2 words, natural. Go Irish.
Oh,
On to that to make it plus 655. 5 cash to win 32. Come on, natural. How you forget about the Irish? Friday,
how did I forget
Saturday,
about the
and
Irish?
Sunday.
Oh, hold on.
$5.01 on it. So there we go, man. Right proof
How
right
did how
there.
did I forget the Irish?
$5 and
Plus
one
six
cent
fifty
that extra,
five.
bro. So Notre
Five dollars.
Dame, Chiefs, the Ravens, the Bengals, the Lions, and the Rams. Now, whether we do this with Notre Dame and just maybe take out the Chiefs, maybe, or just put the over, maybe. But I'm sticking with this pick. I love this pick a lot. I think all these teams win, and shout out to Notre Dame.
Big facts. If you want my quick analysis on college football, if you're like, oh, who's gonna move on to the next round?
Talk to me, Andrew. Talk to me.
Notre Dame takes care of business. I truly, objectively think that the two teams that Indiana faced that were good against the run or just good teams, Michigan and Ohio State. Indiana barely beat Michigan. They won by 5, and then they lost by 21 to Ohio State. Notre Dame, we had one bad game in week 2, and ever since then, we made it happen. So again, give me Irish. The covering the spread. I got bets at with people at work for like Starbucks and shit. So I got 10.5. I got a lot of shit going on. So that's that. Next Saturday is a 3-game slate. SMU Penn State. As much as I want to call the upset, I don't know if SMU's ready. I don't know if SMU's ready for the run game that Penn State has. Again, for SMU, similar to Indiana, the 2 teams that they faced that were good, BYU, Clemson. They lost both. It wasn't a blowout. They just lost both. I think SMU can keep it close. So 8.5 is tempting, but I think Penn State at home takes care of business. Also, Penn State, they can't beat the good teams. They can't beat the Michigans, the Ohio States, the Oregons. They can't beat those teams, but they can beat the teams underneath them. Like, this is the definition of, like, you got, pick on somebody your own size. They're like, nah, I'm gonna keep bullying people younger than me. They're bullies, and when they get punched in the mouth, they don't know how to respond. But this is not the game where they get punched in the mouth. Then we got Clemson, Texas. I'd probably go Texas. Clemson, they're not a good team. As you can see, they're ranked 16. Like, they're only in the playoff because they won the ACC. If they would have lost to SMU, Alabama would be in, and then it would be Alabama versus Texas, which would have been a fantastic matchup. I'm going with Texas. I think Arch Manning might show and make some plays, but Quinn Ewers has been bad the last couple of games. So just be careful in terms of betting that. But I don't hate. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, there we go. No, just fuck Texas, but hook 'em horns, if you will, just for that game.
I'm going. I'm with you so far. I'm with you now.
And then the best part, this game right here, Tennessee, Ohio State.
Talk to me.
Hey man,
talk to me.
It's always fuck Ohio State, man.
Talk to me.
Always fuck Ohio State, man. Tennessee's defense is fantastic. Tennessee's defense is great. Their concern is that they don't have on offense. They have a freshman quarterback.
Yep.
Nico Imadiava.
And they don't have that vertical threat down there.
They don't have that guy that, I'm going to say, it's 3rd down. I need you to make a play. 4 verticals. You got your slot receiver going across. And you look, that's your main route. They don't got him. They don't got that guy. They have a spread offense. They have a good offensive strategy. But against Ohio State, I think that Ohio State wins. But they just lost to Michigan. Why? Why did they lose Michigan? Because it's one of those things where it's when I tell you why they lost, you're like, wait, what? They're not a running team. Duh. They're like, okay, what's wrong with that? Every time it's a big game, especially against Michigan, they want to be a running team. They want to be like, oh, we're tough. We can stop. We can show that we're a good team. We can run the ball. But they're a finesse team. They got receivers. They're right now with a running of wide receiver U. Think about all the great receivers that came out of it. Hell, Marvin Harrison Jr. last year, JSN, Chris Olave, Drake London. Like, they have guys. Now, Drake London went to USC. I apologize. But Garrett Wilson. They have receivers. They have this new crop of receivers. Emeka Ibuka, Jeremiah Smith. Like, they have guys that can, when they get the ball, I don't trust their quarterback. I don't trust their quarterback, and I don't trust their coach in a big game, especially a college football playoff game. I'm going with the upset. I'm going with Tennessee to beat Ohio State.
Good old Rocky Top. Can you see? shout out to Erin. She's my manager. Her and her fiance went to Tennessee, so they're huge Tennessee fans, and they're also Notre Dame fans too. So big shout out to Erin. Give me Tennessee. Good old Rocky Top. Big dog SEC. Welcome to the Big Ten, and whoop on Ohio State. Put belt. Where's my belt? Yo, hey, yo. Belt to ass, man. Belt to ass, man. Stop playing. Belt to ass. Let's go. Go Rocky Top. Let's go Penn State. We're now what now for me, I'm relatively new into the college football space, right? But they having a whiteout game, but during the day, which is so trash. I see what they tried to do, but that stadium presence about to go nuts. SMU's a small dog, like compared to the big dog of like one of the best teams in the Big Ten. Man, listen, Notre Dame. Motherfucker better not lose, eh? Motherfucker better not lose at home in the crib, in the snow. Come on now, come on. And then Texas, I actually want Clemson to win because fuck Texas. But realistically, no. I think next, I don't know who play. I don't know how the bracket shaped out. But Texas is not making no freaking national championship. Get the fuck out. They lost to Georgia twice. With a backup. With a backup, my phone dropped because you texting the group chat. With a backup, the second time around, nah. Now Clemson, they just good on offense. Their defense is trash. The next team they play, they have a good defense for Quentin Ewers, who his draft stock plummeted this season. Come on now. Close us out now.
Hey man, Shabazz already said it.
Parlay, all out of parlay, $1 to win like 7. So little dollar
type shit. Hey man, no matter what you do, we gotta put the sign up. You know, if you lose, don't blame us. With two guys, we biased. Of course, everyone has their bias. We try to be unbiased with football, NFL talk, college football. Big Irish in the spot. Whoop whoop. Don't make it hot. Hey man, look, Shabazz already said it. Notre Dame, take care of business. That's all I care about, man. Saints, I'm already detached. My heart's already broken. It's fine. The Saints, if the Saints want to upset the Packers too, hell, make the Christmas holiday even better. But Saints, just try them out. Just make it a competitive game. Irish, come on now. What's no got to be said. But ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for us here, Baptiste Bros. Week 16 NFL predictions. Man, next week I'll be in New York City. The next 2 weeks I'll be in New York. So it'll be a different background, different camera setup. But so hopefully, not that too crazy. But regardless, I'll be in the city, visiting family. Happy holidays for those who celebrate Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. As long as you follow the 4 F's and a V, you're fans of ours. You got faith, food, football, family, of course. Obviously, shout out to Shabazz. Our birthday was a couple days ago. We're 27 now. And most importantly, wait for it, if I can find it.
Vindication.
Again, enjoy all the great football that's going to start tomorrow, Thursday Night Football. If you're into college football, the bowl season already started. We got football for football. We got football. There's football days of football. Football days of football, man. We all here, man. I feel like a Rick and Morty. It's like Rick and Morty, adventures forever and ever. Rick and Morty, adventures forever and ever. But no, love you guys. See you guys Tuesday where we recap Week 16 with happy smiles that the Ravens beat the Steelers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish advance in the college football playoff. We're not going to talk about the Saints. It's not heartbroken. But I'm Natty Baps. That's Shabazz. Tuesday, 8:30 EST. Be there. You have no choice. Until next time,